This week I have a confession that I've never admitted in the 31 years that we've been on the air. I don't like off-roading. You know, we've lived through the rapid growth of SUVs, and every car maker emphasizes the off-road capabilities of what can be a purchase in the 50,000 plus range. But you know, car companies will tell you that most SUV owners never go off-road, so I'm not alone. But here we go again, because this week we're in the beautiful Valley of Fire just outside of Las Vegas, Nevada. And we're here to check out a vehicle that was simply born to go off-road, as were its owners. That vehicle is the Jeep Wrangler, and in this case, the brand new Rubicon.
It's a Jeep thing. We're here in the Valley of Fire outside of Las Vegas to test drive the new Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. And while a lot of people do use it off-road, there's also the sense of when you drive it, it's the cool vehicle to drive. You know that it can go anywhere, do anything, especially in our Canadian winters. Not what we're seeing here today in Vegas, but we do have that back home. It's a huge community. They're very passionate people. They love the Jeep. Any kind of Jeep. It's not just Wranglers. You see them with the Grand Cherokees down to Renegades or Compasses. They can all do the trail-rated vehicles that can do the Rubicon Trail. So we see a lot of them.
Well, the Rubicon is our most capable Wrangler, most capable Jeep that we offer. It's special to us because we've been running the model for about 10 years now, and it's really worked well in the market in terms of setting that stage as the most capable Jeep we have. So it's really showing off on the JL side, it's showing off the rock crawling capability. So we've improved every dimension of this car. Every dimension I'll say has increased except for weight. Weight is the only thing that went down, but approach departure angles, breakover angle, ground clearance, all those have been improved. So you guys really got a chance to see that today.
You're probably wondering why I don't like off-roading. Well, look at me. I'm actually driving, but as you can see, I'm not going very far, very quickly, and it really isn't very comfortable. Now, I know many moons ago, you had to do this to get from A to B, but then somebody discovered something called asphalt. Now, I am lucky that I've got these guys from Jeep Jamboree helping me out, because I have no idea what I'm doing. And yes, I'm keeping my opinion on off-roading to myself, if you know what I mean. Now, Jeep is trying to attract a bigger, wider crowd who like the Jeep lifestyle maybe, but they really don't want to live it every day. So this truck is much more comfortable. It ain't no Lexus, but you know, Jeep is pretty open-minded, but they're only prepared to go so far.
What we're trying to do is, it's kind of a dual-edged sword, because on one end we want to appeal to the purists and make sure we keep them happy, but the other part is broadening the reach. So how do we do that? And a lot of it is making sure we take care of some of the things that customers value nowadays, which is fuel economy, ride dynamics, handling, functionality, things like that. So we've really put a lot of effort into the cars to improve on those dimensions. So from a powertrain perspective, all new powertrains. So we have the 3.6, which exists on the vehicle on JK today, or at least on the prior model, but we've upgraded the Pentastar. So we've added engine stop-start to the vehicle as well to give that better fuel economy. Also available is the 2-liter turbo with stop-start technology, and we have two diesels on the platform, and one is a 2.2 mainly for Europe, 2.2 turbo mainly for Europe, and a 3-liter for the U.S. market that will launch later this year.
So we also drove today the Jeep Grand Cherokee on the sand, and we had a lot of fun in that. It was like a sand to stone event. So we had the Jeep Grand Cherokee Trailhawk that we had fun driving through the sand, and then the Wrangler out in the rocks just to showcase how Jeep and everything a Jeep can do. We actually have a whole bunch of different types of people that buy it, from from women to men. It's about half and half actually, the buyers of the Jeep Wrangler. Too young and even too old, because it's just a vehicle that as a kid you often grew up admiring and hoping you can one day have, and then that's the kind of customer we have.
Well, I'm done for the day. However, they're still out there off-roading in the new Jeep Wrangler Rubicon here in the Valley of Fire. So off-roading is not my thing. However, there are thousands and thousands of men and women here in North America that simply love it. Jeep appreciates that, and it's also smart enough to know, as we said earlier, that not everybody likes to go off-road, but they think the Jeep community is pretty cool. And maybe that's the reason that the Jeep brand is expanding so rapidly in countries around the world. So as you've guessed, a Wrangler won't be in my driveway in the future, but if this is your bag, I'm here to tell you, the new Rubicon is the best yet.